Did you know that one of the most celebrated books on how to navigate conflict was written by a man over 2,000 years ago? In The Art of War, ancient Chinese warrior Sun Tzu shared timeless insight on the nature of conflict and the psychological of leadership. Although his approach is geared toward actual military conflict, his advice can be applied to pretty much any modern battlefield, whether in physical or psychological combat. In this video, I will bring you through the core idea emphasized on 6 strategies that can be applied to modern challenge. First, the power of knowledge. Sun Tzu warned that the decision to go to war should never be taken lightly, as conflict can be costly. If war is unavoidable, preparation is essential. He advised evaluating 5 critical factors for success. Moral law is a shared belief in the cause to motivate and unite people. Heaven relate to factors considering environmental and timing like weather and season. Earth is to assess the terrain, or in modern terms the operational space. The commander, effective leadership with wisdom and integrity is crucial. If leadership is weak, then failure is expected. Method and discipline, with effective teamwork and clear role, is important for the entire team benefit. Second, knowing your enemy is by understanding your opponent. The importance of intelligence by gaining a deep understanding of your opponent, strength, weakness, and plan is crucial for strategic advantage. Sun Tzu emphasized that victory should be sought without destroying the thing being fought over. Recapture is often more beneficial than destruction. Choosing battle wisely, because not every battle is worth fighting. Wise leaders know when to engage and when to retreat, preserving resources and strength. Third, strategic positioning, defending until opportunity arises. Patience and discipline, strategy by positioning and waiting for the right moments to strike are essential. Patience and discipline are key to success. Capitalizing on weakness by focusing on exploiting your opponent's weakness rather than directly confronting their strength. This requires careful observation and strategic planning. The power of surprise by attacking when your opponent least expects it can be a powerful tactic. This requires understanding your environment and exploiting vulnerability. 4. Understanding your fault. Self-awareness is crucial. Sun Tzu noted that the great leader must recognize their own weakness and be prepared to failure. Understanding personal faults like overconfidence or impulsiveness enable leaders to adapt their strategy for greater resilience. 5. The advantage of terrain. Strategy advantage is to understanding your environment, whether it's a silent physical battlefield or a market landscape. Provide valuable insight for strategic planning. The power of surprise by knowing the terrain allow you to exploit vulnerability and launch surprise attack, catching your opponent off guard. Modern application translate to understanding market dynamic, competitor strategy, and emerging trends. 6. The importance of information gathering intelligence. Sun Tzu stressed the importance of using spy to gather vital intelligence about your opponent's plan and movement. Modern equivalent of spy include market research, social media monitoring, and leveraging trusted network to gather information. Knowing your opponent's plan allows you to anticipate their move and adjust your strategy for greater effectiveness. In conclusion, choose your battle wisely by understanding when to engage and when to retreat, preserving resources and maximizing chance of success. Understand your strength and weakness to leverage your advantage. and mitigate potential risks. Foster unity and moral commitment. A shared cause or strong moral belief unite individuals and motivate them to strive for a common goal. Embrace surprise and unpredictability to keep your opponent guessing and off balance by being unpredictable and surprising in your action. Applying Sun Tzu wisdom and teaching remain relevant in today's complex world. In the digital age, principles of invisibility, unpredictability, and strategic planning are essential for success, whether in business, personal relationship, or navigating the digital landscape. Sun Tzu offers invaluable insight for navigating challenge and achieving your goal. Thank you.
What is everything you have been told about your work was a lie? What is the moment you feel incapable, invisible, or unimportant were not about your true value, but about a story you were told and then believed? Many of us used to wake up every day with a heavy heart, feeling like we're running a race we couldn't win. The world seemed to demand skill we didn't have, achievement we couldn't reach, and a confidence we couldn't fake. It is feeling like we're running a loop of questioning why I am here, what is the point? But here is what no one tells you when you were drowning in self-doubts. Feeling useless is not a reflection of who you are. It is a message telling you it's time to rediscover yourself. In this book, we will walk through the moment of doubt, uncover the hidden strengths within those feelings, learn how to transform them into a life purpose, connection, and meaning. Because you are not useless, you are just searching for the version of yourself you have yet to see. When you feel useless, encourage readers to embrace their vulnerabilities and find solace in self. Acceptance by using metaphor of a cactus, which blooms its most beautiful flower in solitude. Firstly, I will describe the understanding feeling of uselessness. Second, I will share on how to embrace vulnerabilities. Last but not least, I will tell regarding building resilience and reframing perspective.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I'd like to address a profoundly human experience that many of us have faced at one point or another, the feeling of uselessness. This emotion can be deeply unsettling and isolating, often leading us to believe that we lack purpose, value, or contribution in our life. It intervenes with low self-esteem, casting shadow of doubt on our importance, worthiness, and capability. This feeling manifests in various ways. We might be stagnant in our career, unappreciated in our relationship, or disconnected from our own goals and aspirations. These experiences can make us question our place in the world and our significance in the life of others. While this feeling can be deeply challenging, it is important to remember that they are often temporary and influenced by external circumstances. Seeking support from friends, family, or professionals, and focusing on self-compassion can help navigate these difficult emotions. How to embrace vulnerability? Embracing vulnerability can be a powerful way to foster personal growth, deeper relationships, and build resilience. I would like to share some steps to help you embrace your vulnerability. First, acknowledge your vulnerability. Practice self-compassion. Share with trusted individuals. Reframe vulnerability as a strength. Embrace authenticity. Practice mindfulness. Learn from vulnerability. Take small steps. Seeking professional support. Celebrate progress. Remember, Embracing vulnerability is courageous and empowering process that can lead to deeper connections, greater self-awareness, and personal growth. In conclusion, the writer encourages readers to acknowledge the vulnerability can embrace their true self, even when it feels like no one else can. The emphasis on self-compassion, resilience, and finding solace in the solitude is a powerful reminder of the importance of inner strength. The book aims to inspire readers to persevere through difficult times and to recognize their intrinsic worth, despite external circumstances. This book is your getaway to a transformative journey. This book challenges that notion by showcasing how embrace your true self can lead to incredible strength and growth. Embrace your true self. Break free from the chain of perfection. Start your journey towards a more fulfilling and authentic life with this essential reading on embrace vulnerabilities.
Good evening everyone. Today I would like to share an insight of a remarkable book titled The Art of Thinking Clearly by Ralph Tapley. This book explores the common cognitive bias and logical fallacies that often cloud our judgment and decision making. Through a series of short, insightful chapters, Tapley helps readers to recognize these mental pitfalls and offer practical advice on how to avoid them. This book aims to enhance critical thinking, encouraging more rational decisions in both professional and personal life by understanding the simple yet powerful way our mind can mislead us. Today, I'm going to cover 3 chapters from this book, which is concept of cognitive bias and the role of a simple rule. First and foremost, cognitive bias are unconscious mental shortcuts that affect how we think, make decisions, and interpret the world. These biases can lead us to irrational judgment as they shape our perception in a way that deviates from a logic. For example, confirmation bias makes us favor information that supports our existing belief, and availability bias leads us to overestimate the likelihood of events based on how easily they come to mind. In daily life, these biases impact everything from how we judge people to the choices we make at work or in relationship. Without awareness, they can lead us to a poor decision like investing based on a recent headline rather than a solid data. One way to counteract the cognitive bias is by using simple rules, clear guidelines, or strategies that can help us making decisions more logically. For example, setting a rule to always check multiple sources before forming an option can reduce the bias. These simple rules can provide structures and prevent us from being swayed by our faulty thinking and allowing us to make smarter, more rational choices in our daily life situation. Thank you.
Hi, this book is not just theoretical explorations, it's a practical guide to the real-world thinking. Tapley encourages readers to adopt new habits of thought, such as taking a step back before making a decision, questioning assumptions, and seeking out diverse perspectives. This habit can be applied in any area of life, from business negotiations to the personal choices. One last significant takeaway from Tapley's works is the idea that critical thinking isn't just about avoiding mistakes. It's about continually improving our understanding of the world. Tapley stresses the importance of reading widely and developing a broad knowledge base, as this provides the raw material needed for clear thinking. In conclusions, The Art of Thinking Clearly is a powerful book for everyone looking to sharpen their mind and improving their decision-making skills. By recognizing common cognitive biases and understanding the pitfalls they create, we can move closer to the rational, logical thinking that leads to better outcomes in every area of life. Whether you are an entrepreneur, a student, or simply someone who wants to think more clearly, this book is an invaluable resource for achieving just that. Thank you.